and he's talked to people. I know all these things. He's done the right things. And my hope for Ezekiel Elliott is that he follows suit and he cleans his life up.
Boy, what do you mean clean up? He has nothing to clean up. He did nothing wrong. The only thing that needs to be cleaned up is that shit you call hair on your head. What is that? You should look more like me and my fresh hair. Like, what's good with you? Alright, what's going on, guys? Brahoo back at it again. And yes, you heard it here first. This Ezekiel Elliott suspension is really not legitimate. And by the way, here's some Madden gameplay for y'all. I don't know, bro. I was just fooling around. I'm not even that good at Madden. I was playing on All Pro. First time playing in months. And look what I did on the first play of my offensive drive. But actually, no, that's not the point of this video. But yeah, I'm not sure if you guys have heard recently. If you guys are watching this, then you probably have. But my boy Ezekiel Elliott was hit with a 6-game suspension for supposedly hitting and bruising a girl. Domestic violence, basically. And look, obviously, I don't support this type of stuff. Domestic violence is bad. You should not hit other people unless it's self-defense, okay? But like, you know, yeah, it's bad. But that's not my issue with the case here. Like, if he actually did that, then yes, that suspension would be warranted. But I don't know if he actually did it. Alright, so the story starts a year ago on July 21st, 2016, and on this night, supposedly Ezekiel Elliott hurt this woman really badly. But bro, I have a lot of evidence to refute that. And look, I'm not like a Cowboys fan or anything. I'm just standing up for my boy here because it's an injustice. And you know, similarly to how Tom Brady was unfairly suspended for 4 games, I'm seeing a similar pattern here. And she ended up posting pictures of her bruises on Instagram. I'm obviously not going to show them in the video because that's pretty graphic, except this one because that kind of looks like a hickey. But yeah, my first line of evidence that supports Ezekiel Elliott in this case is the fact that when this girl, her name is Tiffany Thompson, by the way, when she posted these pictures on Instagram, she only got 21 likes in 4 hours. Bro, I get more than that. That's so bad. I mean, like, a lot of you guys might say, bro, what does that matter? Come on, Brahoo. But bro, like, that just means she's not popping. And like, usually if your friend comes out with something like that, usually people are really supportive of you. But you know, if she didn't get that many likes, then her friends probably know she's fake. And my second line of evidence that supports Ezekiel Elliott in this case is this picture the girl posted. Like, bro, I'm sorry, but if you're above the age of 13 and you're making the duck face, you need to stop.
It's time to stop! It's time to stop, okay?
Okay, but yeah, before you dislike this video and click off and say, this kid is stupid, but no, I'm actually low-key intelligent, so like, here's some actual evidence. The problem is people just look at the headlines nowadays. No one actually clicks on the article and looks at the details, which are pretty important. But so yeah, you know, I was doing some research for this video. I didn't want it to be totally BS and rely on duck faces for my evidence, and I actually found this statement from a witness who was with Tiffany Thompson on that night, and you know, she wasn't part of Ezekiel Elliott's squad or anything. So yeah, this is her statement right here. Obviously, I'm not gonna read every one because I'm sure most of you guys are literate. I don't know, YouTube is getting really young nowadays. But yeah, 2 and 3 right here are pretty important. At approximately 2 a.m. on July 22nd, 2016, I exited the social room with Tiffany to walk to our vehicle, and Tiffany was approached by another female who proceeded to physically assault Tiffany by first slapping Tiffany in the face and pulling her hair, which is horrible. Okay, that's bad. A fight ensued for approximately a few minutes before it was broken up. I was able to help break up the fight by grabbing Tiffany's waist to help separate her from the other female. That might explain some things about, you know, the marks. Oh, by the way, just another, you know, kind of offbeat line of evidence why I don't think Elliott did this is because, bro, do you see what he just did in Madden? That man is jacked. If he can do it to grown men, then like, imagine what he could have done to this girl. Cause like, if he actually hurt this girl would not be posting pictures on Instagram. She wouldn't live, bro. But yeah, here's the next few numbers. They're all pretty important. Basically, Elliott's vehicle pulled up to the parking lot and he was sitting in the passenger seat with another female who was driving. And then this Tiffany girl, she saw the female driving Ezekiel's car, so she got out of her car and she approached Elliott's car and she started screaming at the female driver. Just randomly screaming, okay? I don't know. And then Elliott and the female driver, they exit his car, they just walk away. And bro, this statement is key right here from the witness. At no point during Ezekiel's walk to the carriage house, or at any time during the night did I witness Ezekiel come into physical contact with Tiffany or touch Tiffany. He didn't even touch her. He's just elusive, bro, okay? You see him in the game, I don't know what to tell you. But yeah, this is probably like the most important part of her entire statement right here. While Ezekiel and his friends entered the carriage house, Tiffany yelled to Ezekiel that she was going to quote unquote ruin his career and called the police. And first of all, that's a big mistake right there, because as we've seen from the past, do you really think domestic violence is going to ruin a player's career? I mean, come on now. And then here's the last part. Number 11 is important. While the police were questioning Tiffany, Tiffany told me via text message to tell the police that Ezekiel pulled her out of the vehicle and assaulted her, which is untrue. As we just read, that did not happen, and she signed it, so it's official, bro. Oh my god, that's bad. And in the same article, I also found like real text messages. The person on the right is Mason. She was the witness. The person on the left is Tiffany Thompson. And look what Tiffany is saying right here. If they ask, he dragged me out of my car, referring to the police. So she's basically telling this witness to lie to the police. Like literally, there's freaking proof right there, bro. I don't know what to tell you. And you know, because of stuff like this that really refutes Elliott doing anything wrong and all the conflicting witness reports, bro, the police didn't even convict him. He's a free man. This is the biggest problem I have with the NFL. They conducted their own investigation, and like, bro, just read this. After reviewing the record and having considered the views of the independent advisors, the commissioner, Roger Goodell, determined that the credible evidence established that Elliott engaged in conduct that violated NFL policy. Bitch, what credible evidence? I want to see this credible evidence. They didn't show any credible evidence. If there was credible evidence, I would put this in the video. I would give you two sides, but bro, there's only one side. I can't find anything. How can you just say you have credible evidence and then not release it? Maybe tell the police department at least. But yeah, just with all that stuff in mind, it's honestly hard for me to say that I think Elliott did anything, because bro, you literally have a witness saying that it's a false accusation. And it's just stupid because, you know, like that Jersey Shore guy in the intro, bro, people just read the headlines, so like it's really tarnishing his name. And I'm not like a huge fan of him. I'm not a huge fan of the Cowboys, but bro, it's an injustice and it has to do with sports. I had to clear his name. It really ticks me off. And honestly, I think Goodell is just trying to go down hard on Elliott, because if you remember, after the whole Ray Rice fiasco where they suspended him twice, it's against the rules. They only suspended him when the video came out and the public got mad, and you know, they faced a lot of criticism over that. So after that whole fiasco happened, a lot of people were saying the NFL didn't take domestic violence seriously enough, which is a valid complaint. So now they're trying to go hard at a player who was just accused of committing domestic violence, when in reality, I don't think he really deserves his punishment. They're just trying to make up for what they did wrong in the past. I don't know, that's just my take on it, because bro, the NFL, they don't care about morals, okay? They only care about what the public thinks. If the public wants a player to be suspended, he's going to get suspended. But yeah, I'm pretty sure him and the Cowboys have already appealed, so hopefully they can get it down to like 0. But I don't know, that's unrealistic. I hope they get it down to at least 3, maybe 2, because like, bro, I think that's the best shot they have right now. The NFL, honestly, they're just corrupt. I noticed it in the Tom Brady situation. I never thought they would do it again, but you know, they just did. And look guys, don't get it twisted. I'm not supporting like hitting people when you're 140 more pounds in them, because you can really hurt them. But at the same time, I don't support false accusations either, and I just had to stand up for my boy right here. If anyone starts talking to you about this in real life, saying, oh, Ezekiel Elliott, think it's a real piece of shit, then show them this video and show them like all this evidence. Although you might want to skip the first half because that was kind of a joke. But yeah, thank you guys for watching. Drop a like if you enjoyed. Don't forget to subscribe as well if you want more videos like this. We got a lot of variety here, and we focus on sports. I don't know, we just do everything. But yeah guys, remember, don't get it twisted and all that. Obviously domestic violence and stuff like that is bad, and I don't support it. But yeah, I'll see you guys next time. Peace. I'm about to see.
I recognize your fragrance. Hold up, you ain't never gotta say shit. And I know you taste this a little bit. High maintenance. Everybody else basic. You live life on an everyday basis with poetic justice.